Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, and today we are going to be doing sauteed Brussels sprouts. This is a recipe that I've gotten from my mother-in-law and kind of twisted it to make it my own. So as you can see, I have already washed off the Brussels sprouts, mushroom, onion, 2 cloves of garlic, and mini sweet peppers. That's all we're gonna really need until we start sauteing, which would come salt, pepper, and butter. So let's get started. First, I'm going to put the two cloves of garlic into the chopper, food processor. Then I'm gonna start on the onion. Now all you're really gonna need for the onion is just half an onion. So you're not gonna need the whole onion, you can save it for later and everything. So here comes the crocodile tears. I'm not the best cutter, so don't make fun of me for my lack of cutting skills. I don't understand how people on the Food Network can cut so fast. I'm just like, I would literally have 2 fingers left if I did that. So I am going to chop this up and we will be right back. All right guys, I'm back. I have chopped up my onion and I'm putting it into the food processor. Also keep in mind, whenever you're chopping, it doesn't have to be little or small because you are gonna make it really fine comb. And another thing is, it's really up to you on your preference. If you don't like it and you want those big chunks, oh, this onion's really getting to me. You can do that. But other than that, it's really your preference. If you don't want it, that's a-okay. And I feel like the onion and the garlic really help the flavor of the Brussels sprouts. So if you're not much on health, this is a great recipe to have. I mean, besides the butter, but this girl does not get thick thighs without eating butter, so. And I don't think it's plugged in. Grind it up. There you go. And as you can see, that's exactly what we're looking for. It's little fine comb pieces. Put it in our pan. This is a Aisha curry saute pan I absolutely love. I've used it so many times. My favorite thing to use it for is actually bacon, because I feel like sometimes you can wash dishes and the grease and stuff is so hard to get out, but on this one I never have a problem. I just wash it and it comes right out. Okay, our next thing we're gonna do is mushrooms. So it's not gonna be the whole thing of mushrooms, probably just like a handful that I have right here. Put it in. This is one of the things I added on my mother-in-law's. She didn't have mushroom in her recipe, which she really said, you know, make it your own, but I'm like, I'll stick with it. But then one day I tried mushrooms and it tasted really good. So here I am today making it. See, it doesn't take much. It's really a fast recipe to make. The hardest part is probably just chopping up the Brussels sprouts. That takes about 10 minutes depending on, you know, if it's just yourself. Another thing is to saute it takes about 15 to 20 minutes, but I mean, the taste is worth it. I honestly, I probably make this recipe once a week because I love it that much. So next I'm gonna chop up, before we get to the sweet peppers, because I wanna make sure I wash them, and right now I have the Brussels sprouts getting washed, and I'll put that to the side. So what I do for the Brussels sprouts is I take off the end piece. As you can see, I take off that piece right there, chop it, and just toss it to the side. We're not gonna use that. And then I basically cut them in 2 and throw them in the pan. So cut off the end piece, cut it in 2, and if it's a big piece, I'll try to make it smaller, not too large of a size, and then I just toss it in the pan. Easy as 1, 2, 3, can't you see? But that's it. And then so I will leave you and I'll be right back. All right, guys, I got the peppers all chopped. So everything's in there except the butter, salt, pepper, and maybe you want to add a little bit more garlic salt. That's really up to you, but I love to add more garlic. More garlicky, the better. So we're about to get started. Put the butter in. Let me get the salt. A little bit of salt. Whoa, that's a lot of it, but whatever. Thank God I don't have high blood pressure. A little bit of pepper. I love, love, love pepper. And here's the garlic salt. Actually, I'm not gonna add the garlic salt. I'm gonna do the garlic herbs because I did add a lot of salt in there, so I'm not trying to get too much. All right, let's go on and get the butter. Yes. All right, getting the butter. Right here, got this light country crock butter. And so I'm gonna get the fire started. While that's getting heated up, I'm gonna add the butter. I just remembered, I did purchase this butter, so now I gotta take the lid off. There we go. So I'll just do like, I usually do about, that's a lot of butter. I usually do about a spoon and a half. Try to do the minimum just because of calorie wise, and you know, it's not really necessarily good for you, but it does taste good, okay? So we're gonna let that heat up. I'm back. So what I'm just gonna stir it all in. Doesn't have to be nothing fancy. Get on the ground. Trust me, I have mini vacuum cleaners, 3 dogs. So just gonna let it saute, and this is gonna take about 15-20 minutes. You don't have to stir it all the time, but you do want to make sure that you are stirring it every once in a while because the bottoms can get stuck. Not really stuck, but you know, burnt, and then everything else is still green. So especially whenever it starts getting really hot. Right now it's just warming up, so it's not that bad, but when it starts getting really warm, you want to make sure that you're stirring it pretty constantly. So I'll be right back once it's done. Give it about 15-20 minutes. Hey guys, I have this over medium heat. I think I forgot to tell you guys. So I'm just sauteing it, and this is what it looks like right now, about 5 minutes in. It looks a little wet, but trust me, that juice will start to dry up once it gets hotter and hotter, and then it'll be a nice, crisp, soft Brussels sprout that you will be like, yes. So just keep on keeping on, and I'll be right back. All right, guys, this is what your Brussels sprouts should look like. A sauteed hot mess, but it is a good mess. This is what I like to call yummy, yummy, get in my tummy. So there's a little bit on this plate. Trust me, I will eat more. Just gonna try it out. Can't beat that. You definitely got to try that. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this recipe, and I hope you go out and make it and really enjoy it. Let me know down in the comments if you like it, and if not, then maybe you altered it and what did you do, because I love trying new things. Additionally, leave in the comments what you would like to see in the future. If you want to see something else, let me know, and I'm your girl.